Hello, everyone. My name is Nolan Meyer. I'm the social media and marketing intern here at Enhearten Unseen Leaders. And today I'm joined by one of Enhearten's board members and coach, Dr. Carla Torrence, and her cousin Erica was coached by Dr. Carla. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about that experience. So to begin, Carla, can you briefly describe what Enhearten Coaching is and its mission?
So, Enhearten Coaching is a journey with unseen leaders through a process of discovery to help them clarify and articulate their passion and calling, and then help them to take action to actually live it out.
That's a great description. So getting to know a little bit more about you, Carla, what's your history with Enhearten Coaching and how did it impact your life?
Well, it all started one day with uh, Coach Jenny and Coach Susan. It was a beautiful experience. It was life-changing for me. Enhearten Coaching helped me to create a life map, basically to um, have cast my vision forward. And due to my personal coaches through the vision board exercise, I was able to have the clarity I needed to move forward. I was kind of stuck in a rut. And with the vision board exercise, it created that map, that vision to move forward for me.
That's a great story. Thank you for sharing that. So moving on, Erica, what motivated you to join the Enhearten coaching program?
Um, Carla for one, whatever she does, I'm in for. But um, like Carla, at I was just about to turn 60 and my life wasn't where I really wanted it to be. Like Carla, I was stuck, but I wasn't stuck. I was stuck in the pit. Not and trying my best to climb out. I had some health issues. I was going through some mental health issues, some physical health issues, some emotional health issues, and I just needed some guidance and some focus on myself that was not negative. And now I'm 61 and um feeling good about the journey that's still coming my way.
That's great to hear you embrace coaching. That's a great story. So getting to know a little bit more about the coaching process, Carla, how did you tailor your coaching to meet the unique needs of Erica, especially considering the diverse modules offered?
Well, since Erica was my first coaching recipient, we decided together to complete all of the modules. And it was clear to see the unseen leader emerging from Erica as a result of completing each session. It was a sort of revealing or peeling of the onion to get to that sweetest part.
That's a great way of putting it. Erica, can you share a specific moment or module in the program that had a really significant impact on your personal or professional growth?
Oh, definitely. The poster board. I was kicking and screaming through the process because it just seemed overwhelming for me. But Carla allowed me the time to kind of break it down into steps. And one of the things that just really stood out for me is you really don't take the time to go back through your entire life um, when you got family, you got children, you know life is happening, and so through that process, um, the you have to write down every event pretty much in your life on the post-its. I was okay with that part, but when it came to where the pain, you have to deal with some of those traumas and pain that come into your life. I realized I had a lot of it, and so switching out my yellow post-its for pink post-its that identified the pain, I was just really shocked and overwhelmed how much pain that I had been through in my life and had just kind of covered it up. Um, but the biggest reveal to me was, and I would have never considered this word for myself before I did the coaching, is I found that through all of that, I had been resilient. And so I would have never described myself as resilient, but that was very apparent throughout my lifespan of 60 years, how resilient and how I had continued to bounce back. And that has just given me courage, confidence. It's, it's things that happen now. It's like, oh, that's nothing. We're going to get through that and then we're going to go on to something else. So that was my biggest eye-opening experience through the journey, was right at the beginning. So after that, I was in for anything else.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So moving on, Carla, what are some common challenges that participants face during their coaching journey, and how do you help them navigate these?
When facing, Erica talked about those zones, those pink notes. And when you're facing some of the hard subjects, the difficulties one may have faced that could have caused some stagnation. That is that's some of the challenges right there, because you can't just rush through that as a coach. You have to stop, and it's like an ebb and flow. You can't just go, oh, okay, well, that was nice, so let's go to the next thing. You have to allow that person to process that, and actually see, oh, that's what I was, but yet I was resilient. I came out of that. I came out of that. I came out of this, and I'm here today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can do this. So I think facing those hard times, and pausing, everybody pausing, because sometimes we don't like silence. When you're at a place that you just don't want it to be quiet for a minute, because we want to, where are we? It's a hard place. I think for that right there was something for me, the hard places.
Gotcha. Thank you for sharing your perspective on that. So moving on to the topics of outcomes and transformations. Carla, from your perspective, what makes Enhearten Coaching effective in fostering growth and clarity in participants?
The journey of discovery, when you're discovering the whole coach acronym, the COACH, where there is an enlightenment. Once the person connects, the C connects, and then the desired outcome that you want to obtain, the O, and then the A, where an awareness occurs, and the COAC coach, the course of action steps to move forward. How are we going to move forward from here? And then highlighting those areas where we may need to review, or some things that we haven't seen before. I think the acronym coach is a way to keep us focused in the process, and that helped me.
Awesome. And Erica, looking back, how has your vision or path changed since starting the Enhearten Coaching program?
Well, just to kind of give you a little background, I've had a history of depression, and I have some health issues. So I actually had stopped working before the pandemic, and I took a year off to kind of, get myself together. And then the pandemic hit. So not on top of trying to heal from that, I was trying to heal from, I had no longer was engaging my community, my family. I had just, that was a big part. So when we did the coaching, it was kind of piled on. It allowed, like Carla said, like onions peeling away. I had that time to do that. And so I think what's so important about the coaching that I went through, because I have a history of going through therapy, regular therapy. However, what was different about this was, as women, and maybe men too, we tend to nurture, of course, everybody else but ourselves. And so, I have put so much stuff on the back burner that when it all came upon me, thinking that I'm ready. Okay, I'm 60. We're getting ready for retirement. I'm gonna be fine. And then my Christian thinking and background, the Lord saying, no, you have to stop and deal with this stuff that you put on the back burner for all these years. So the coaching part not only allowed me to bring that forward, but deal with each symptom that had me in the pit. And for those who are Christian will understand that, what that means. For others, is just being stuck in life. So my journey may be a little bit different than others. But what it did allow me is to heal in some places where I'm open to opportunities that may come my way, where before I was just shut down.
Carla, what advice do you have for participants who want to start their coaching journey?
If you are seeking clarity, coaching is for you, because it is well worth the process. And it is a process, but it's well worth it.
That's some good advice. Awesome. And Erica, what are your next steps, and how has coaching equipped you for the future? What are your new plans?
Well, there's a lot of opportunities there. Right now I'm reconnecting in relationships that I have, kind of been a little MIA. And so that has been a really great thing. In fact, I just celebrated my 61st birthday, and I had all my friends come and celebrate with me. And we just had a wonderful time. I realized how much I had missed those connections in my life. The other thing is just looking for the beauty of God's grace and in my life right now, and enjoying my life right now, whatever it has to offer, looking for not why is this happening to me, but what can I do in the process to make this better. I have emerged like a butterfly, knowing that I can deal with matters of the heart, my emotions, because of my strength. And I didn't always see that. I am a helper. So I maybe even a people pleaser. But I don't feel that way anymore, because I do know now that that helper is just me wanting to help people. So I look at it differently now, is that's my strength. It's not who I am, but I get to choose who I want to help. I don't have to help because um, I'm people pleasing. So I can say no and I can say yes. And that is my strength, because I'm good at helping. I actually am a leader. Not that I want to be, because leaders sometimes are targets. And I think I was shrinking back from that because I don't want to be a target. So I still have a little bit of work to do on myself for that. And it's work. And And if you want this process to work, you have to do the work. So that's where I am.
For me, it is so good to hear you, Erica. After we took a year to do this. Now, this is not the normal process, okay?
But we did all the modules though.
But we did all the modules and we took our time because I wanted to learn it. I wanted to learn the modules. I wanted to learn how to coach through the process of the modules without inserting myself and really to be able to step back without having, not offer any help, but really to go through that process and to listen and to hear the results and to hear what you're saying and are a lot of things that you have spoken. So it's not something that you just said during our coaching process. It's you're becoming. It is you. You're doing it. It's surfacing. Like you said, the butterfly is flying, and that is beautiful to see. I hope it's beautiful to hear. It is beautiful to hear. It really is. When you see someone in despair, someone that is in a cocoon, if you think of a cocoon, there is, if you ever look at the process of a butterfly, the cocoon stage is ugly. And I'm not saying that my cousin was ugly. I'm saying, I'm saying that sadness, despair, depression, lack of vision, darkness inside of a cocoon, there's nothing, it's on the outside of it doesn't even look becoming. But when the process is, they show the process of the butterfly coming out of it, and struggling to come out of it, and you're not supposed to touch it. I feel like the coaching process is that's what it is, because you're supposed to allow that person to struggle to strengthen their wings to come out of that so that they can fly. And to see her and to hear her I am overjoyed. I'm overjoyed, truly. And I'm thankful. Thank you. Thank you, Enhearten, for training me and giving me this beautiful opportunity. I'm overjoyed.
Even though Carla is family, she was awesome. Like I said, I've had experience with therapists, and we're so proud of her for what she's accomplished. But when I think about other people getting to know her in this way and have her help them, I just feel they'll be so blessed and so lucky to have her as a coach. And I am so grateful that I got to do this opportunity with her.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again for being on here. For anyone interested in learning more about Enhearten or joining the coaching program, please feel free to visit our website and reach out. Once again, thank you to our guests for joining us, and thank you everyone for watching.